Earlier this year, a video went viral of two teen girls in the back of a police car, and they are expressing no remorse for the crime they just committed. So, how did they get here? Well, the story starts with this girl, Isabel. And Isabel is only 15 during this time, and she's living in Altamont Springs, Florida. And Isabel, she seems to be obsessed with mass killers. She's part of a true crime community on Discord where she spends a lot of time discussing and reading about these evil people. And at some point during all this, she becomes obsessed with this mass killer, Adam Lanza. Adam Lanza is the 20-year-old guy who carried out the Sandy Hook Elementary School shooting back in 2012. And over time, Isabel becomes fascinated with this guy. She starts believing that she and him are soulmates and that somehow they're meant to end up together, even though he's dead. And if that's not crazy enough, sometimes she hears voices in her head and she feels like it's Adam talking to her. Then one day in 2026, Isabel is at school having a normal day, and that is when she notices this other student. His name hasn't been released, so we'll just call him Classmate. And Isabel thinks Classmate looks a lot like Adam Lanza. And from that moment on, she can't get him out of her head. She starts stalking Classmate, she memorizes his class schedule, she follows him around school, secretly taking pictures of him. And during all this, she stops hearing Adam's voice in her head, and she starts hearing new voices. And these new voices tell her that Classmate is her chance to finally reunite with Adam. All she has to do is kill him and drink his blood. Then she'll form some kind of spiritual blood bond with Adam, and that will somehow bring him back from the dead, I guess. And these voices keep repeating these instructions over and over and over again. And before long, Isabel starts believing that it's actually possible for this mass killer to rise from the grave. So she goes and she tells her best friend. Her best friend is this girl, Lois. Lois is also part of the same online true crime community, and she's also very into mass killers as well. And Isabel tells her about her plan to kill Classmate and bring Adam Lanza back from the dead, and Lois agrees to help her, and together they map it all out. So I guess during class one day, they're gonna lure Classmate into the school restroom, and then they'll stab him, and they'll perform some sort of blood ritual on him, and that will somehow resurrect Adam. So the plan is all set. And I guess Isabel is so excited about this murder that they're gonna commit that she seems to have no filter. She gets on Discord and she posts about it in the chat about what they're about to do, and she also goes and she tells another student, I guess she's like, we're gonna kill Classmate tomorrow. And at some point during this conversation, this student realizes Isabel isn't joking, and this totally freaks the student out. Now, I guess in Florida, there's like an app that students can use to anonymously report school safety issues, and this definitely sounds like a school safety issue. So later that night, the student reports Isabel, and she claims that she's actively planning on harming Classmate. Meanwhile, Lois, she seems to be all excited about it too. Like, she gets really into it, and she starts making all these drawings of Classmate, and some of them are graphic and disturbing. Some of them he's not alive. Then the next day comes, the day they plan to kill Classmate. And it's early in the day before classes start, and Isabel and Lois, they meet up in the school restroom. And Isabel, she brought a big knife to use, a 12-inch blade. But they're worried it won't be sharp enough, so Lois sharpens it for her. After that, they head back to class, waiting for their opportunity during second period to lure Classmate into that restroom. While they're waiting, while class is still going on, Isabel decides to write a sort of manifesto to her parents. And in it, she apologizes to her parents for what she's about to do, and she explains exactly why she wants to do it. Meanwhile, local police, they actually got that other student's message through that app, and they are on it. And so they show up to the school, and they pull both Isabel and Lois out of class. And they question them, and they search through all their stuff, and that is when they find the knife, aka the potential murder weapon. And they also find like a whole ass murder kit. Like, these girls brought latex gloves and wipes and trash bags and even towels because they planned on muffling the victim's screams. Like, they were serious about this murder. Also in Isabel's backpack, they find her manifesto that she wrote to her parents, confessing to the crime that they were about to commit. And so, bam, Isabel is arrested. Here's some body cam footage of her getting arrested. Also, here's her mugshot. And furthermore, bam, Lois is arrested. Here's some body cam footage of her getting arrested. And also, here's her mugshot. But all that is only part of the story. After they're arrested, police put the girls in the squad car to transport them down to the station. Now, at this point, you'd probably expect them to be feeling guilty or remorseful or afraid, especially considering that they're chilling in handcuffs in the back of a police car. But that's not what they do. They don't seem remorseful at all. And this is the part that captured everyone's attention. This is the part that goes viral. Look at the way they act when they find out they're both going to the same detention facility.
Are we gonna be in the same one?
What do you mean, same one?
Same jail?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, these girls are laughing. A lot.
Wait, they went through his phone? No, they're going to go through his phone.
Because apparently Lois thinks this whole thing is going to be some kind of bonding experience.
This is such a bonding experience. I love this.
And also, instead of worrying about the charges they're facing, they start worrying about how they're going to look in their mugshots.
Oh, you trying to look good for your mugshot?
Oh shit, am I gonna get a mugshot?
What, we're going to jail? What do you think?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Dude, I was gonna do my makeup this morning for the mugshot, but I couldn't find anything.
I'm glad I don't actually look too bad today.
I look horrible.
And Isabel specifically doesn't seem to actually feel guilty about anything they did.
No, I was I don't feel guilty for my actions, but I feel guilty on how you were gonna feel. Because honestly, I don't f***ing care.
They're not even upset that their parents are gonna find out.
My mom's gonna be yelling at me through the phone. What are you doing? Why are you trying to kill this f***ing kid?
I think my mom's gonna be okay.
And part of the way through it, Lois, she starts convincing herself that she wasn't really involved and that she'll probably be released really quickly.
My involvement's not that long, so I'll be out before you. I'm probably not even good to go to jail because my parents are gonna get me as long as they can.
Honestly, we're probably gonna get a minimum of 4 years or so.
I'm not getting 4 years.
Yes, you are. You helped. Hey, by the time we're gonna be out, we could go to community college together.
So yeah, they seem to have no sense of just how serious this whole situation is, and that police footage got out and it ended up trending across the whole internet. Anyway, so now they're both sitting in jail waiting for their trial, and because they haven't actually had their trial yet, all of this is technically alleged.